Howdy, fellas. Frankie Dave back again on YouTube. This evening, YouTube, I have an inbox review of Warren's group build coming up on the 1st of October. 20th century aircraft of the U.S. And my entry is going to be a kind of a special one, a lot different one. I've dug this out of my stash. I have this for about, oh, good God, at least 10 years. And so it brings me back to my days when I served during the Vietnam War. On the bill here is the Monogram 148 scale AC-47 Pup the Magic Dragon, or Spooky. This is the updated version of their C-47 kit that they produced and many years back in the past. I think 1977, the 148 scale Monogram C-47 was introduced to the modeling community, and those kits run off and on in production. Sometimes they make so many of them and they call it quits and they go to something else. And then a decade later, they bring it back. Same kit, different decals, different box art. This kit here is an updated version of their the original release of 1977 issue. This kit here is about 2003, and it's a very short, limited kit. They don't make them anymore. So I got a collector's piece here. So ain't no good stick in my stash. So I took it out of my stash just for Warren's build right here. I like to present the kit, and we'll take a peek inside for its contents. Here it is, boys. This is 148 scale Monogram AC-47 Vietnam Gunship, also dubbed as Puff the Magic Dragon. I seen this airplane right out of Cameron Bay. We were anchored out there taking on mail, and I seen this airplane in action. Now you talk about something that's really scary. You got those 7mm Gatling guns coming up that fuselage. The ship would bank at a 40-degree angle, and you see these tracers coming out, and very, very, very impressive. And they can actually line up every. You take a football field, which is 300 feet. You take one of these gunships, of this type of armament they have, the 7mm Gatlings they had on here. Every inch, every square inch of that football field will have a bullet hole in it. So that means if anybody's alive down there, are no longer alive. So this is going to be an interesting kit. I'm going to paint this with the Vietnam colors. It's going to be sand, dark green, and also it's going to be forest green also as well. It's going to be a three-tone camouflage as they were noted for. Some puffs were all aluminum, natural aluminum, but still had the same 7mm configuration. It's only on the port side of the aircraft. That's where they had three of them on there. And so this kit here is an update version of the original 1977 issue of the C-47. It has everything needed on here to make the build of this type of aircraft. On the box view, it shows. You go a little closer, folks. You can see the details. You can see the shells in there loaded up. The armament which is loaded up with 7mm guns. You got three of them on there, and even has a toilet too. Fits the aft factor also in it. And here's a side profile view of it. This aircraft, I'm going to drop the flaps on it. On the back side of it is it gives you a perspective of how it's going to look when I finish it. It's going to look identical to the box here when it's done. And let's take a peek inside, check out the contents, fellas, and see what's in it. in view of the kit, here's the instruction book that they give you. And you got to excuse the webcam, fellas. I don't feel like firing up my other camera. It's too much work to fire it up. So I guess as long as I use this webcam right here, and you guys get a basic idea. It tells you the history of it and everything like that, which is unusual with the old Goonie bird. Here's the paint schedule on it right there. It shows you all black, satin black on the sides. You got sand and dark green, and also forest green on top, which is a three-tone camouflage. The instructions are straightforward. Nothing unusual. It's like it builds the same as the original C-47 kit that they produced 30 years ago or more. And the decals are very sparse, but they're good decals. And they got backing paper on here. The decals are pretty thick, so it'll probably take a lot of decal saw. There it is right there, folks. It has a control panel right there, as you can see. And the star and bar is very small, which is noted for Vietnam era. You got your propeller warning bands on there, and also miscellaneous decals on it. And for the kit here, this little baggie contains a sprue full of the clear parts, which are pretty decent. Soak them in future, and they'll be luster free. Get a little closer, you can see them right there. And here's come the goodies. Aircraft contains 1, 2, 3 sprues. On this sprue here, it has an interior flooring, cockpit bulkheads. Also it has your props. It also has all the parts that makes the gunship. It's got all your 7mm Gatling guns, also your housings. Has a boarding ladder also, so you can get inside of it. Here you got your crossbeam strut over here for the landing gear, pilot seat, and as usual, they chipped in 3 figures right there that can be used in display. That's the first sprue. Sprue number 2 is the top wing sections and the remainder of the landing gear and the pilot seat. You also got the tail wheel yoke well, which is right here, which fits inside the fuselage. And also have your exhaust manifolds on there. And also A&R antenna too fits on there, which replaces the football antenna. And I stand corrected, there's 4 sprues in this kit. Sprue number 3 has engine nacelles, a firewall, and 2 props. Now they give you, from my understanding, which is you got the paddle blade props, the sprue number 2, and you got the regular C-47 Hamilton standard Curtiss Wright props on here, so they give you a selection of props to choose from. So I'll say using the Curtiss Wright props, I'm going to go ahead and use the Hamilton standard, the paddle blade, which was Spooky or Puff Magic Dragon was noted for. And sprue number 4, which is lastly, is a fuselage stabilizer. You got the control dial console, and you got your bulkhead fits your navigation department, and also your bulkhead which goes to your radio operator department, and also you got your 2 Wright Cyclone engines right here, and also your center section of your wing. I've built about 2 of these kits in my lifetime, and they go together pretty well. And since this airplane's all camouflage, it's going to be a fast build. So I don't know what the time limit that Warren is going to propose on his group build. And 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 1 week, whatever Warren's whatever time limit that Warren wants to select on a build, he'll probably introduce a time limit like that when he gets started. So Warren and I are pretty much neck to neck on our build. So we finished my group build at the same time, and everybody else is finishing up too. I haven't heard nothing from Clint, the Mad Modeler, or Steve yet. So I imagine Clint's probably finishing up on his plate before he finishes up my build. So my build's concluded is probably by this Monday, which is the first. But if you guys need some more time, like I said on the past video I did, I'll throw an extra week. I know you guys got other things to do. You know, you got other build stuff on the plate you want to finish up before you do any more. I'm patient. I get the patient of a turkey vulture. Patience is my middle name. So that kind of completes my inbox review and my introduction of Warren's group build of U.S. aircraft for the 20th century. So it's going to be a very interesting group build, to say the least. So I got mine in there, and like I said on my Jimmy Piershakis group build, when I finished at the 109, I was going to go ahead and use my 1/72nd scale minicraft PBM 5A flying boat. So I decided to save that to last. Maybe somebody come up with a flying boat build one of these days. So it's in the stash right there, waiting to see what happens. So this is going to be my build right here. And on the last video, guys, I noted on my, I commented on there, I don't know what happened with my webcam, with my new camera I got. Somehow it's out of sync. Like, my audio and the video is out of sync. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if it doesn't recognize my voice or it doesn't recognize the way it's done or what. But I did it accordingly like the way it's supposed to. I never had this problem before. I went and checked if other videos that it was probably dubbing over, but it wasn't. So it may work itself out. I don't know. But you gotta please excuse me. It looks like I'm Chinese talking 100 miles an hour, and you can't make up what I'm saying. So it's out of sync. So the main thing is the build was finished, and you all get to see it how it is and everything. And that'll be that. So right now I'll be waiting for everybody else to finish up their group build so they get started. And my apologies to Aaron Newman's Israel group build. I don't have the Israel aircraft at all. I went down to the hobby shop today to check on Mark's B-17, my B-17, and I guess Don Smitty told me that Mr. Newton Johnson, the one that owns the Airplane Detective, which he gets all his vintage kits from, and he went on vacation, so we went back to this Monday. So I was kind of like a letdown right there. But the good thing came out today is when I got done working on my Messerschmitt, the mailman brought over the package of my Pegasus fuselages. So I took those fuselage halves, they were good, and I put them right back in the box. Took the other ones and threw them away, they ain't no good. And so I'll save that build for a rainy day or if anything comes up. Somebody may want to have a 109 build. But anyway, it's in my stash. So the kit is all there, and so that completes my inbox review and introductory Warren's group build of 20th century United States aircraft. So like I say, boys, anything goes. Anything goes from World War I up to end of the 20th century. Jets, airplanes, it don't matter. Whatever floats your boat, you know. So it's going to be an interesting topic. So there'll probably be a lot of people joining in there. And so I got mine ready to go. And anyway, folks, that'll be that for right now. And I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. And thank you very much for your comments. And please subscribe. And God bless you all. Happy modeling. You guys are the greatest out there. And we'll catch you on the next YouTube video, fellas. So y'all be good. I mean, God bless. And we'll catch you later. Bye, fellas.